Hi, I'm Matt Ashcraft.
I'm Shelby Timothy, and for our final project for Physics 330, we made a haptic glove. So the flex strip, as you bend it, it decreases in resistance. So with hooked up the way it is to the op amp, that increases the gain. So our input voltage stays the same, but our gain increases.
Okay. Is it a positive?
It's a non-inverting.
Non-inverting. So what we've used. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So then it has an output that we hooked up to each Schmidt trigger. So as the gain increases, it triggers each
Each
Schmidt
light.
trigger.
Okay.
Yeah. So the voltage divider, they go up in resistance, so they have a different reference voltage. And then adding the motor was as easy as putting it in parallel with the LED we wanted it to trigger with. So that was really nice.
So this other channel is going to be the other finger?
Yes, so that's one finger and that's the other one, which isn't hooked up yet.
So what is it? Does it just feel like vibrating? Your finger just vibrating more and more as you?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's the motor. That's a motor.
Yeah. So it's like it works like a video game vibrator. Oh. Like rumble pack.
yeah, I have a tiny hand, so otherwise.
So as you
can try
squeeze, the vibration goes higher,
Yeah.
and you feel like something's happening.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe if I put it like at the bottom.
Maybe if you could like fix it more tightly or smoothly, so that you'd feel it more. But
Yeah, it does kind of increase, but it's constant.
that's so cool.
You guys want to try it on?
Yeah. Duh. I don't want to break it though. Because it looks like a lot of work.
Well, it was originally measured for my hand, so I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing is the taper on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just lay it back down.
You won't be able to break anything we haven't already broken at least once. So
Oh, so small.
it's a one size fits most small children.
I don't want to put it on anymore. I'm gonna break it. I don't know. Alright. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it totally does vibrate more.
That's cool. So like the input to the motor is just like you said, just in series with the LEDs.
Mm-hmm.
So it just changes with the voltage based on the LEDs.
Yeah, so there was enough voltage, so each light goes off as it, triggers. It's supposed to go off at the reel, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what it's doing. But there's enough voltage for the motor and the LED.
It's like super. It's like super sensitive. Like you can light up each light with where you put your
Yeah, and
fingers. That's awesome.
that was the trickiest part, was
Yeah.
getting the range, because it was the different
Right,
resistor
right, the different
value.
range.
So we had to get them
So you just had to do that.
sensitive enough to cover the range of the 10 lights to fit the variable gain. That was probably the hardest part.
So like you would jerk your finger a little bit and the whole thing would
Yeah,
light
or
up.
you'd bend it as
Yeah.
far as possible and only like 3 lights would light up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or, you'd light
You
them
have it,
all
like,
up, but when
perfectly
you go all the way
calibrated
back,
now,
the
though.
bottom 3 wouldn't shut off. So yeah, that was the biggest
So
problem.
just coming up with the differences between the switches.
And this was probably just you did a bunch of experiments.
Yeah, just
Just mess with it.
playing with
Yeah.
it.
All right, let's see if I can get this off without breaking.
That is one tight glove.
Yeah.
One size.
It took me like an hour to find neoprene gloves in Boulder that were the right
I don't
form
think.
factor.
Yeah,
I don't think he could get his
We
hand
got
in
it documented, so if it breaks,
Yeah.
that's okay.
there. I mean, look at
We
this.
proved that it
Yeah,
worked.
Look at this.
My hand is like way bigger.
I don't think it's gonna fit in there. I had a hard time putting mine in. But I'm sure it'd be pretty simple to make bigger ones. You just have to
Yeah.
recalibrate them with
Yeah,
resistances,
and I mean,
right?
if we went digital, all we need is like 1 chip.
Oh yeah.
Like this
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
And we would have been done 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, seriously.
Fair enough.
I thought of like 80 different ways to do this, and I'm like, no, that's digital. Like, I don't think that'll.
And all the schematics we found had, ICs all over them. And
Oh yeah.
so ultimately, we couldn't even pirate schematics off the web. We had to do everything from the ground up, which turned out to be not that
It actually
difficult as we
usually
thought it
is
would be.
easier, right? Yeah. That's what we did. We looked at something and saw that he repeated stuff, and
then we just built our own stuff and
Mhm.
repeated it, and it worked.
Yeah, it's easier because that way you can also, parts-wise, you don't have to like go on a shopping spree to like find parts for that specific circuit. You can kind of
Right.
just build it with what you have.
It's kind of funny because when we did the lab with the Schmitzger, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, what is this thing?
I don't get it. What's the point?
So I guess it
But now
just
it's like the
it
best
lets
thing in the
crayon
world.
through after a certain.
Yeah, it's kind of
voltage
like a
or something
comparator.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we originally tried comparators, couldn't get it to work. So
That's
we're
what we
like,
did as well. We tried the comparators as well, but we couldn't get our like set voltage, like our like voltage you compare it to be like stable. So
Yeah, so I think we actually ended up in the same spot
Yeah, I think
because
we
we
kinda
just used
exactly.
positive gain op amps. That's all we did because they're easy.
Cool. Well,